I'm Gabriel Hernandez. This is Watcher DM, and today we are going to cover the adventure guide for Darkness Gathers Under the Great Silver Hall, adventure written by Jamie Brannon of Monster Brew DM. We were the publishing partner on this adventure. It's designed for 5th edition and is specifically designed for 4 adventurers of 3rd level, and it covers the entry to an Underdark through the Great Silver Hall, which is a dwarven kingdom here, dwarven castle. As with all of Jamie's work, he's selected his own stock art, and it's really well laid out in DM Binder. He's got a little information here on how to run the adventure, his table of contents, and abbreviations, should you not be familiar with the TTRPG nomenclature. He has an adventure summary and background. This is a prequel to another adventure of his called Silver Secrets Buried Deep. And so this sets up for that other adventure. And so you'll find that the adventure hooks are the same in both, in that the design of this is to be followed up by Silver Secrets Buried Deep. But Silver Secrets Buried Deep also provides a way to hook that adventure onto the end of any other adventure. So if you really like Silver Secrets Buried Deep and you haven't run this yet, but you want to get your party into that, there's a way to get there. If you want to run this adventure into Silver Secrets Buried Deep, you can of course do that. Effectively, at the end of this adventure, the expectation is that the party will then be able to go further into the silver mine where the drow have begun establishing their outpost, and that's kind of how this all works. They've got a couple adventure hooks here. You've got some key NPC information, and then the explanation of the Monkrath mountain range, the Great Silver Hall, which he has lovingly spelled out here in Dwarven, Eftjora Silvranelgot. That is the stronghold of Clan Giant Smasher. They are Dwarven warrior craftsmen who cleared the mine of monsters 200 years ago. So yeah, there is a nice, beautiful map here. I believe it's a Dyson Logos map, and it covers all of the basics of the area with, I think, ultimately 8 here going off into the mine proper. The general features provided here give you easy access to anything you need to know about opening doors or finding secret doors, illumination, etc. And then we go to the key locations. So you go through the entry hall, and there is a secret door in the entry hall that leads directly to room 10 here. Otherwise, the party will find various silver weaponry, some large dwarven statues, and not too much else. Once they step deeper in, they're going to find the Great Silver Hall, which has the lower hall. The upper hall are both pretty populated with spiders, drow. There's some dwargar in the upper hall, some rust monsters, 3 rust monsters and a dwargar, and there is some treasure in both of these. And then in room 4, A and B, there's living quarters and barracks, and there's treasure in both of these, including some healing potion, some corroded weapons and armor, stuff like that. And then in room 5, which is that corner room there, you've got the Giant Smasher's clan head dorm, and this is where you're going to find the majority of the coin treasure that the party can get their hands on will be in this room. There's the Silver Throne in room 6. This is kind of like a throne room. This is where the party will encounter Istra Naldin of House Kilund, a drow fanatic. So, and here they'll be dealing with a couple of drow and a giant spider. She's got her own stat block at the end of this adventure, so she's a little more powerful than your standard drow. And then the mess hall is 7, and then you move on into the lower cave, and there is some more spiders, giant spiders and drow, and down here. And then there's the upper cave where a basilisk and 3 drow and 3 spiders are guarding the area and will ambush anybody coming down that hall because they can hear what's going on down the hall. And then 10 is the secret tunnel. In the secret tunnel, there is a doppelganger and a drow. The doppelganger is disguised as a wounded Durg giant smasher. So yeah, 3 drow lie in wait in the shadows to ambush anyone who comes to his aid. So if the party comes to aid him, they'll attack. There's a jeweled dagger on the doppelganger, It's got a little description on it. It's pretty cute. And then ultimately, this entrance from 8 here goes on, and this little tunnel here goes on in further into the mine. And so that is kind of the conclusion of the adventure, in that you can return the missing dagger. That at this point you will have found that. You can report back and continue on in this adventure. Here's the stat block for Istrin Aldin, the Drow Fanatic. Nothing too out of the ordinary here. So, regular Drow Fanatic stat block with a little bit of extra zhuzh. And yeah, really cool art, I think. So yeah, that is the adventure. Darkness Gathers Under the Great Silver Hall. It is an Underdark adventure, or introductory Underdark adventure. Fantastic for bringing your party into the Underdark via the Great Silver Hall and the silver mines below. If you enjoyed this, please comment down below if you've run this adventure or played in this adventure and want to tell us how it went for you. We'd love to hear from you. Of course, you can always purchase any of these products by following the links in the doobly-doo. And I hope to see you at the next one. Stay weird.